I think it's only fair to warn you, this facility is surrounded by a highly trained team of 130 Black Ops snipers.
I don't believe you.
Would you believe 24 Delta Force commandos?
No.
How about Chuck Norris with a BB gun?
How about wearing a straitjacket? Why is it that they let the horses go through ahead of all the floats that have the candy? Hi, welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio, the show that promises a weed-free lawn on every day that ends in the letter M. My name's Jerry, and we're up in Studio B, Marble, Colorado. We'd like to welcome iHeartRadio to our family. You know, half of you iHeart listeners are lying in bed right now, so please be kind and share the covers if you need to. We'll be right back with the show.
Are you stuck with a bratty little kid for the rest of the day? Maybe it's your grandkid, your neighbor's kid, or your own little brat because your spouse is a lousy parent. In any event, you can save yourself a big headache if you give them a copy of Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come to look at. The funny pictures and big vocabulary will keep them busy for hours and hours while you sit on the couch and check your Facebook account. If you're looking for some peace and quiet, order your copy of Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come from Amazon today.
Lazy Harp Seal has no job. Lazy Harp Seal has no money. See his earnings, they are meager. He's lacking in business acumen.
Captain, I must inform you, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
Cost a lot. Look at me in my nice yellow jacket. The color is a special order, it was hard to find. Lazy Harp Seal has no camera, not even a simple point and shoot.
Welcome back to Comedy Parenting Radio. In the studio, I have Josiah. How are you?
Good.
Joshua, how's it going today?
It's going pretty good.
And Elijah.
I must get out of here. I must get free.
We went to the 4th of July parade yesterday in Aspen, Colorado, didn't we?
Yes.
Have you ever been there before?
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of a pretty cool parade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things at the parade, so the only reason that I go to the parade is for candy.
I went there for watching the president walk out of a spaceship. I went there to watch the Habitat house break open into split like a orange.
That was kind of cool too, wasn't it, though? But you know what? Let's get back to my favorite topic, which is candy at the parades. Okay. You can be more professional or less professional when you're at the parade getting candy. What's a bad way to get candy?
Trying to catch it with a hat.
Okay, catching it with a hat, not a good idea.
No, you'll get it. You'll still get
what's
plenty.
another way to not get candy at the parade?
Not show up for it?
How about wearing a straitjacket?
Yeah,
Well,
that would work.
a straitjacket and some sort of thing that prevents you from picking
You would
it up
be
with
down
your
on
teeth.
your knees trying to get the candy, wouldn't you? Your face on the concrete.
Yeah.
You're on the blacktop. But you know what? The parade that we went to had safety fences.
Yeah.
Orange?
That's kind of a new thing for us, isn't it?
Orange, nice new safety fences.
I would imagine that they have safety fences in, other places like New York, I suppose. But for us, it was kind of weird to see safety fences so that kids can't run out there and get the candy, right?
Yep.
Right, but that didn't work because there were still kids.
The kids would just slip through the...
By the end of the parade, those kids were sliding between the rails, and they were running all over, weren't they?
I was able to slide out one time when someone accidentally dropped a flag.
Well, thanks for rescuing the American flag off the ground.
I think we've rescued about 50 American flags off the ground.
It's like
yesterday.
people were dropping American flags everywhere on the ground and leaving them too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a little bit sad. But anyway, kind of getting back to the candy, now you'll notice on the candy thing, a lot of times what will happen is there's a float that's combining candy with water squirting, right?
Yep.
So what happens there?
You end up
Candy
with wet
gets
candy.
wet.
Well, you might get wet candy like the guys with the rafts. They were pulling candy out of
Yeah,
a
wet
raft.
water rafting float.
Yeah, they were pulling candy out of some wet bucket or wet something in there. But what about the guys that are actually squirting you and the candy?
They're the MVPs.
It was almost like me. I was a target because I was green.
Yes, you had a bright green lime shirt on. So, A, people are throwing candy at you, and B, you're getting squirted by a lot of water, right?
Right.
You want to know the truth about that water squirt, Josiah?
What?
I was standing beside you, pointing both my fingers down on top of your head when the water squirters came out. So everybody was everybody was aiming at you with their big water squirts because you had this nice green shirt on, and I was pointing at you. So that's why you got wet.
Oh, come on.
Okay, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio. We're talking about parades in Aspen, July 4, and we'll be right back.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My backyard.
Oh, your backyard. Try telling a bear that.
I did, and this bear talked back.
Talking bear, that's rich.
No, wait, it was Smokey Bear.
Smokey. Why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Continue.
I was burning yard waste.
No, boy.
He told me to burn legally and responsibly, and to remember that if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
And as always, he's right. You know, 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Yeah, I know that now.
Thanks to me.
Actually, thanks to Smokey.
As usual, the talking bear gets all the credit. Always burn responsibly and contact your local fire department for open burning regulations. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Comedy Parenting Radio.
Hands on the wheel, cruising down the interstate. Gas, pedal sticks, carries my car away. I was going as fast as a rambler goes. I could feel the speed from my head to my toes.
I have a complaint.
What is it?
Well, why is it that they let the horses go through ahead of all the floats that have the candy?
It's because they're sadistic, that's why.
Then you have these floats that they're throwing candy, and they have the little 3-year-old girls throwing the candy. How far does it go?
2 feet, 5 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet. It just kind of goes over the edge of the float and lands in the horse manure, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so then you have these guys come along on rollerblades. It's the hockey team. It's the local hockey team. And guess what they're doing?
What?
Scraping it off and flinging it at you.
Well, they're not scraping the horse stuff off the round, but they think that they're being nice by skating around in circles with their hockey sticks and flinging candy into the crowd, right?
Right.
So you have this horse manure-covered candy flying off into the crowd and landing on, well, some of these ladies, they're wearing like $2,000 sequined outfits to the parade, and they've got messed up candy flying at them in the audience.
I guess you could say that's a bad sequence of events.
It is a bad sequence of events. There were people on stilts, a couple of stilts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unicycles.
Yep.
And the ever-popular political campaigns, right?
Right.
Yep.
Now, we're not going to say which is which. However, there was one political party which showed up, and it was like dead silent. And actually there were people that walked away because they got insulted by people in the crowd, right? So the crowd actually dispersed a little bit when that political party went by. Then there was another political party that went by, and there was a lot of cheering and yelling and screaming, wasn't there?
Yep.
Yep.
We're not going to say which is which, but it was kind of fun to watch that whole thing go down in the... Oh, you know what? The one political party had life-size statues of their candidate.
Yeah.
That was the one where that's where everyone observed a moment of silence. Okay, Comedy Parenting Radio. We're talking about Aspen 4th of July Parade.
Too much
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Comedy Parenting Radio with your host, Jerry Begley.
It's Friday night, baby, get ready, set, go. Gonna take you to the crystal.
Elijah, did you want to say something about the candy?
Oh, yeah. In the candy that was in, like, watery buckets or in, like, a raft with water, they had, like, mint. So the water would seep in through the packaging and melt them inside. So you would just be thrown, like, this green or red or, like, pink or like blue colored.
I would like to point out that one of my pockets was purple, and I found out why. It was because I had one of those whitewater rafting candies, and it was in my pocket, and it was a purple candy, and then my whole pocket turned purple.
My pants from that day are crusted with sugar.
I would like to point out that if you're going to go to a parade and pick up candy, you should have cargo pocket shorts, shouldn't you?
Yes.
Yep.
Hello. We even
lined with lead and plastic bags.
We even saw a teenage girl who actually carried a purse on the to go watch the parade, so she could pick up candy
and other stuff like pinwheels and mini frisbees that they were
I don't
throwing.
think that girl ever carries a purse ever in her life, and I mean she looked kind of awkward with the thing, didn't she?
Yes.
Then you see the little kids up on the shoulders of their parents. You know what that makes them?
Taller.
Perfect targets for the water squirting. So take your 2-year-old, put them up on your shoulders, and when the water comes around, they're guaranteed to get hit, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're almost like little umbrellas.
Did anybody have a favorite float?
The veteran float.
Yeah. What did the veterans do?
They walked down the streets, and some of them rode in army trucks.
Yep.
And they were veterans from when to when?
They were veterans all the way back to World War II.
All the way back to World War II. And they held up signs, too.
Yep.
Like our friend Dick Merritt was a Marine in Vietnam, and he was carrying a sign that said, "The Rock Pile." What did you guys think about the motorcycles?
They were pretty cool.
Kind of loud?
I liked the person who was riding with their dog, and the dog was sitting on the dashboard.
Motorcycles don't have dashboards. You mean the gas tank?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, they were sitting on the gas tank.
And the guy doing wheelies?
That guy's pretty good. He could do wheelies for a very long way.
And off into the crowd and down the sidewalk through no, he didn't do that.
He didn't have a wheelie bar either.
No, he was pretty good at it, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Any other favorites?
The calliope.
Yeah, the calliope.
The calliope. What does the calliope do?
It plays music.
It's a steam organ.
There you go. It's an organ that uses steam to go through and make the notes, huh?
Yep.
Okay, gang, you've been listening to Comedy Parenting Radio, talking about the parade up in Aspen yesterday. I want to thank you guys for coming out today.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And when you go, would you mind taking those big bags of soggy candy with you out the door?
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Don't do anything stupid until I get back.
How can I? Taking all the stupid with you.